Hey guys, what's up? Aurelia here. So a lot of people have been asking what happened to Nihilum? Why did you guys disband? Why did you guys stop raiding? What's happening? So I'm going to try and basically summarize my version of what happened with the guild. So basically, when Nihilum was formed, we were 25 man, and whilst we were 25 man, we were actually progressing pretty well. I think we got some, I don't know, top 200 kills, maybe even top 125 man. I can't remember. During Heart of Fear, and we were progressing very well. But our main problem in the guild was always the healers. Now we did get a couple. I mean, we had about maybe 3 healers that were really good. We never had a very good disc priest, and we had a couple of kind of mediocre priests join the guild. The problem was there were certain people, like Arthur, who didn't like subpar players very much, and that's understandable, but we kind of needed them. And I think some of the name calling in the guild affected the healers a little bit, which caused them to leave, to the point where we couldn't progress on Empress because she requires 8 healers on 25 man, and I think we ended up with 5. So we made the decision to go 10 man, which I know was pretty controversial by itself, but it was the best thing to do for the guild, undoubtedly. But we still actually had the same problem, because we could kill everything on 10 man, but we couldn't kill Empress, because on 10 man at the time, before the nerf, she required 4 healers. And we only had 3, and none of them were a disc priest. We had Babsy, who was a disc priest, but he was a shadow priest main spec, disc priest off spec. Not good. So that caused us some main problems, and eventually, after many weeks, we did eventually kill Empress, but it took us 5 healers, and by which point we'd been progressing so long that I think a lot of people had just lost motivation in the game a little bit. After we did kill Empress, we thought we would try and progress a little bit, try and kill Shah before Path of Exile came out. You know, a bit of a last-ditch attempt to finish the content before Path of Exile came out, so that we would be ready to go again next tier. Sadly, that didn't happen. We cleared most of Terrace Event this spring, but we weren't able to kill Shah for various reasons. We didn't have very good tries on it. I think we got it to like 35% into phase 2. We had 2 raids planned before Path of Exile came out, both of which got cancelled because Kungan couldn't make it, and neither could Thalok. Which obviously meant we couldn't raid. You know, we only had 2 tanks in the guild at the time because Arthur left unexplainably. Don't know what happened with Arthur. He's basically told us that he was gonna go play with some friends for a week, and then he would be back. He left, transferred his characters off the server, still said he was coming back, but then never did. At least that's what we were told. Communication wasn't ever particularly great, but that's the way it goes. And I think after Path of Exile came out, we thought, okay, we'll have a few days off, everyone will play this game, everyone's really excited about playing this, and we'll try and schedule a raid for Sunday. Sunday raid came about, a few of us turned up, but there were a lot of people missing. Kungan did turn up to the raid, but it wasn't enough, and I think Sylar had kind of had the last straw. He was always really motivated with the raiding compared to some other people that just didn't really care. I think that was really getting on him a lot. There was also the thing like we had to ring timestamp every single raid to make him log on. No one seemed that bothered about progressing. So Sylar left the guild, and fair enough to him. He wanted to raid, and he wasn't getting to raid, so I completely understand. There's nothing wrong with what he did there. But I think that was the point where we just thought, you know what, there's no point. We were already, scraping by as it is. Other people want to go with Sylar and leave as well. Let's just call it a day. So we decided that we would just stop raiding. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the future with regards to Nihilum. I'm going to be looking for other guilds in the near future. I should have already been applying, but I haven't started yet because I've been so busy playing Path of Exile. But definitely I will be going somewhere else. I don't know what Kungan will be doing, if he'll be continuing to raid, if Nihilum will continue to raid. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't see it happening. There's no way Nihilum are going to be able to recruit good quality players now. So I think that's all you're going to see with Nihilum, with regards to Nihilum in World of Warcraft for the foreseeable future. So I hope that clears things up a bit for you guys, and I'll catch you guys soon.